I deceived nobody. Atiku wanted to take over by hook or by crook. Okay now. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has dismissed a recent claim by Olusegun Oshaba, former governor of Ogun State, accusing him of deceiving leaders of the Alliance for Democracy, AD, ahead of the 2003 general election. They are talking about something that happened like 23 years ago. Maybe something. Oshaba had alleged that Obasanjo deceived AD governors and Afenifere leaders during political negotiations preceding the 2003 elections. In a letter issued in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital on Thursday, titled "Reply to Your Inaccurate Posture," How Obasanjo Deceived Us in 2003. Obasanjo said Oshaba got many things wrong in his article published in the Legal Observer on July 20, 2026. Your presentation in your write-up was far-fetched, to put it mildly, Obasanjo wrote. But before I go further, I take strong and serious objection to your calling me a deceit, because I deceived nobody. I always presented my case and all issues as I had them and as I understood them. No matter whose ox is God, there were issues you did not know or understand because, as you pointed out, they were above your head. They were handled by your elders in the Alliance for Democracy AD party and Afenifere, and there were issues that you governors of the Southwest kept away from me, which normally should be discussed or raised with me, but were raised or discussed somewhere else. I will not say that you were diabolical or deceitful. You chose what you would do, and you did what you chose. Others could also choose differently. Abina. The former president said after he was released from prison, many people who visited to congratulate him urged him to return to government. I paid no attention initially because I had a serious family matter, my children's schools, to attend to, he said. The first group was led by Lawan Katsina to me on my farm. I received them, thanked them, and promised to think about their invitation. He said the second group was led by the late S.M. Afalabi, who was deputy governor to the late Bola Ige, while the third was led by Martin Skuye, adding that the last two groups were Yoruba-led. The former president said he told them that the circle needed to be widened and enlarged. I believe that the two groups included Afenifere and non-Afenifere. You did not know that I had these approaches, contacts, or invitations, he said. Obasanjo said based on the approaches he embarked on consultation across the Southwest, Southeast, and North. Obasanjo said following the consultation he decided to take interest in party formation and the role Bola Ige was playing at the time. People's Democratic Party PDP attracted my attention and my interest, and I was being regularly posted, he recalled. After the formation of the parties, I formally joined PDP. I continued my consultation and campaigns at the same time. The former president said politics for him is about the welfare and well-being of the people and should not be driven by personal bitterness or acrimony. Obasanjo added that Oshoba's decision to play politics differently should not lead to hatred, enmity, and antagonism. It's a matter of ideas, policies, competition, and choice, he said. The former president said his political philosophy was built around constant communication and expanding relationships, adding that he believes adversaries could be turned into friends. He said shortly after assuming office, he appointed Southwest PDP governorship candidates who lost the 1999 elections into positions at the federal level. Obasanjo said he met with the defeated governorship candidates and urged them to begin working towards winning back the support of the Yoruba people. The former president said the engagement was one of the several efforts he made during his first term to strengthen political cooperation in the Southwest. While recounting his days as president, Obasanjo claimed that former Vice President Atiku had been preparing for his presidential ambition from the beginning of the administration. From the first day as Vice President, he raised campaigners for his presidency, Obasanjo said. It was all noted, recorded, and reported to me by my Chief of Staff, a professional intelligence officer, he said. The game continued to be played on with me treating it with contempt as they have committed no impeachable offence except my vice president, who wanted to take over by hook or by crook. It was President Shagari who, on his own volition, asked me about impeachment, and I told him that for me, there was absolutely nothing in it. He requested for my permission to handle it, and of course, I gave him the go-ahead. He challenged Oshoba to explain what he would have been remorseful about if he were in his position. Obasanjo rejected Oshoba's description of the political situation surrounding his administration, saying the former governor underestimated the support base he had at the time. He also questioned Oshoba's account of a meeting allegedly held at his farm with Ayo Adebanjo, the late former leader of Afenifere, where he said certain demands were presented to him. My dear brother, Olusegun Oshoba, I don't know what would best describe what you claimed was presented to me on my farm with Egbon Ayo Adebanjo leading hyperbole, presumption, disregard, takeover or what? He said it would have been unreasonable for a small group to dictate a government that had an executive council, national assembly, political party, and elected governors. 6 to dictate to 30 is ridiculous, Obasanjo said. I will not say that you could not say all those things, but I may listen and in politeness not answer back. But you should know I will not accept such dictation if you presented it. For you to present such to me was to grossly underrate me. Okay now. He also alleged that after the failure of the impeachment move against him, then Vice President Atiku'S pursued a 2-track political strategy involving the late former Vice President Alex Ekwueme and the 80 governors in the Southwest ahead of the 2003 elections. Just imagine. Over 23 years ago, this man has been contesting, trying to become president of this country. Imagine that he agrees to be vice president to Peter Obi. That's the same strategy he would have started to use. When he failed in the impeachment exercise, he made a 2-track approach. One to go with Alex Ekwueme and Alex to hand over to him in the 3rd year of his presidency. Second is for the 6 AD governors of Southwest not to have competition from any other party in 2003, so that in 2007 you would all yield the field to my vice president, he said. Obasanjo alleged that the AD governor accepted the arrangement, adding that he was wrongly accused of supporting the plan. We were all convinced of this anti-democratic plan, and you fell for it. I was told that I was said to be selling the idea, and if that was said to me, it was a lie, he said. It is well. He accused Oshoba of and other AD leaders of failing to verify the claims with him, saying they chose to engage with his vice president instead. Just imagine. And now you are now accusing him writing letter. It is well. Obasanjo finally urged Oshoba to reflect on his political journey, saying humility and gratitude remain important regardless of political position. He added that political disagreement should not destroy personal relationships. So, and listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.